There's a reason why Death on the Nile is considered one of the best pieces of detective mystery that has ever existed, and I'm about to tell you why. Hi, I'm Matt. I used to be an English literature teacher before becoming a full-time content creator, and having kids has kind of stopped me from reading, so I'm getting back into it, and I'm forcing myself to try and read 50 books in 1 year. I've started late, but whatever, and we've started with Death on the Nile. For those of you who've never heard of Agatha Christie, who is a phenomenal crime fiction writer, and you've never heard of Hercule Poirot, oh my goodness, you are missing out on a treat. You're missing out on a treat. Hercule Poirot is one of the best written detectives I've ever read, and Agatha Christie is just an absolute joy to read. The way that she weaves and crafts her stories are phenomenal. She places tiny little breadcrumbs all over the place that if you're paying enough attention, you can pick it up. But if you're not paying enough attention, you're going to miss it. In Death on the Nile, we are following the titular character of Hercule Poirot as he's working his way through Egypt, and he gets encouraged to help somebody. We have ourselves our damsel in distress, who's not so much of a damsel in distress because she actually has stolen the lover of her best friend, married him, and now her former best friend is essentially stalking them on their honeymoon, right? Meanwhile, Poirot is stuck in the middle of all this where he's trying to stop something terrible happening, i.e., but who is it that's going to bite the bullet? Who is it that's going to go? We don't know. We just don't know. And then when the inevitable happens and somebody dies, I won't tell you who, but somebody dies, it's now down to Poirot to figure out who done it, find the evidence, and solve the mystery and the crime. Now you might think, well, that's obvious, right? Because we've got two women who clearly hate each other, and so if one of them's died, then the other one's done it, right? It ain't that simple. It's never that simple with Agatha Christie. She doesn't just paint it black and white like that. No, instead what we have is an impossible crime. It's impossible. There is no way that this person was killed by anybody. It's a seemingly impossible murder, and so Poirot has to figure it out. He has to figure it out, and the way that he figures it out is chef kiss. You come along with Poirot as he sort of tries to figure everything out, and I found myself sort of there trying to piece it together myself and going, it's got to be them because of the thing, and then, oh no, it can't be them because they were with them and they've got an alibi. Oh, but wow, we found this piece of evidence, and so that must mean this, and there's just this and that and that and that and that and that and that, and it's so confusing until Poirot lines up the pieces, and you go, oh. Agatha Christie is one of those writers who they've never had a good adaptation on television or movies. They've had some decent ones, but nobody's ever been able to capture the magic of the books, especially with Murder on the Orient Express. But I'll talk about that when I eventually read that one. So yeah, check out Death on the Nile. It is a great murder mystery. You will love it.